This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, proud sponsor of the New Zealand Olympic team.
We're still being given the cold shoulder despite a much-publicised thawing of our military relationship with the United States. New Zealand's nuclear-free stance has led to the banning of our Navy ships from entering Hawaii's famous Pearl Harbour. Political reporter Michael Parkin has more.
42 ships from 22 nations have gathered in Hawaii for the world's largest naval exercise, including New Zealand, invited after a 28-year absence that stems from our nuclear-free stance. But while the Japanese military, which infamously bombed Pearl Harbour in 1941, can now dock its ships there, our two vessels have been denied entry, making New Zealand's the only navy relegated to a tourist marina near Honolulu.
Early in the process, we started to see if we could go into Pearl Harbour, but the Americans just reiterated no, the standing policy would be there.
They were never rejected, so they weren't turned away. They were never going to the military part.
The Prime Minister's playing it down, but this is an embarrassment for the government, which apparently only found out entry into Pearl Harbour wasn't an option when it was reported in a Hawaiian newspaper last week.
It was only raised with the Minister as it became a media issue.
We expected that position to be in place. It's been there ever since the anti-nuclear legislation was adopted by New Zealand back in 1987.
But this Pearl Harbour snub follows a series of events this year designed to show the military relationship between New Zealand and the US is thawing. United States Marines from Hawaii have been exercising in Wauru.
They also get to utilise some of the equipment that they don't ever pull out in Hawaii, you know, their cold weather gear.
And New Zealand soldiers resumed training on American soil. Earlier, Jonathan Coleman met with his US counterpart and signed the Washington Declaration to improve cooperation. But clearly, Pearl Harbour's not the place to test the depth of that friendship. Michael Parkin, One.
This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, proud sponsor of the New Zealand Olympic team.